If you haven't watched part one, make sure you watch part one because part two might click, but it won't click that much. Because if you watch this in a whole 3-part series, then it will definitely change your life. I mean, you can watch it in one part, but for sure, this will 100% change your life. I'm being genuinely serious. Like, if you follow through everything, it will 100% change your life. And when I connect it all together, it's going to be even better. So just take this into account. Maybe it may not change your life. It may be whatever. But the point is that this is definitely something that you should at least know exists. And maybe you could apply it to your life or whatever it is. But I'm talking about the levels of the mental complexities here, and this one in today's video is level 2. I did level 1 previously, like a week ago, but I plan to do level 3, and then I just combine them all into one. And I'm gonna actually show the allegory of the cave because that's where I learned it from. I think that's the best way to show it, and that video will be crazy. So if you're watching this right now, please be sure you watch level 1 first, the first part. But I mean, you can watch it now; it's up to you, but kind of missed out. Anyway, so today we're talking about level 2, and I actually have the book about it, and I'm going to read the exact definitions from the book. If you need to change right here, the book is amazing. It's fire. I got it on Sunday. So let me read the actual definitions. For the socialized mind, by the mental complexity is a way of thought. That's what this whole thing is. The complexities is how you look at life and how you interpret life and whatever, right? So level 1, the socialized mind, the one we did last video, was we are shaped by the definitions and expectations of a personal environment. Our self coheres by its alignment with and loyalty to that which it identifies. This can express itself primarily in our relationships with people, with schools of thought, and ideas, or both. To summarize, level 1 is basically that your entire thought and how you think is influenced about society around you. Oh, this trend is cool, these clothes are cool, this hairstyle is cool, you should go to college because if you don't, you're screwed, or go to college or trade school, or if you don't, you're screwed. Or you could be told not to go to college, and if you go to college, it's bad, whatever. It could be flip sides, it could be anything too. Like, oh, maybe this figure and this figure in the media is a weird or whatever, right? Or new trends. Oh, buy this BB Simon belt because you'll look cool or whatever it is, right? So your entire way of thought and perceiving things is kind of interpreted by other people. There's a car analogy. It's perfect. The car analogy says that for level 1, you just hop in the car to be driven. Like, you literally just be driven. Here, let me read it real quick. This is about level 1 and 2. These matters implicate other aspects of the self. But mental complexity strongly influence whether my information sending is oriented towards getting behind the wheel in order to drive, which is level 2, or getting myself included in the car so I can be driven, level 1. And level 1, like I said, it's entire ideas are based off other people, so that's why it gets driven. Because in passenger, you're getting driven by someone else to go to said destination, right? Now let's read level 2. We are able to step back enough from the social environment, to generate an internal seat of judgment or personal authority that evaluates and makes choices about external expectations. Our self coheres by its alignment with its own belief system, ideology / personal code. By its ability to self-direct, take stands, set limits, and create and regulate its boundaries on behalf of its own voice. Meaning that, now level 2, you actually can create your own, well, you don't create your own, I guess you can create your own ideology, but the sole purpose of it is kind of still by something else. So, if you watch an Andrew Tate video, oh, I want to be like Andrew Tate. So you take, oh, I don't care about what this person tells me or whatever. I already know what's going on. I want to be like Tate. But the thing is, though, you want to be like Tate because you saw Tate and how he is, and you don't like internally, you don't like, oh, do I really want to do this? This is aligned with what I want to do. This is what aligns with my purpose. And purpose basically is what you like, what you derive your pleasure from, and kind of like what you're gonna be doing for the rest of your. Well, can it be for the rest of your life? Yeah, but like, let's say you fucking like capturing street dogs, so maybe not capturing, but like helping street dogs or street cats, right? So you might go to another job, get some money, and then get started with a little business. Maybe start like a little YouTube channel, right? And you get money from the YouTube channel, and then you make a business about saving those dogs, right? Because you need money to start the business, obviously, right? Unless you have Goldie credit, then you can get a loan. But even then, that's not very good. The only thing maybe to get a loan for is real estate. But I mean, why am I talking like I do real estate? I don't do real estate, so I don't know. I'm just saying. But back again, with like its purpose is driven by something else, and now there's a filter, so you see things through a filter. If you, let's say you like Andrew Tate, and someone says, oh, Tate might be wrong in this fact, you're like, oh no, maybe not Tate's never wrong, but like, oh, you kind of don't want to hear it. You kind of like reject it. Like you kind of just, it's like uncomfortable. Like you're cognitively dissonant of that. And basically cognitive dissonance is you don't like the truth. When you hear the truth, you kind of like back away from it. You don't like to hear it at all. And I mean, you can see that shit in the comment section. Some of my shorts, people, when I say the truth, they kind of, this and that, or some other bullshit, or some personal anecdotes. Motherfuckers like using personal anecdotes like that affects life. Like, come on, dude. The world doesn't revolve around you, buddy. But anyway, what's about with Tate? Someone says something about Tate, then you kind of like reject it. Like he's like, I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear it because it has a harder time passing through your filter. Because your filter is Tate is this almighty being, right? And also, let's read another thing of this self-authoring mind. If I view the world from this level of mental complexity, what I send is most likely to be a function of what I deem others need to hear to best further my agenda or mission of my design. Meaning that, if I like Tate, I want others to like Tate. And your design is formulated by something else, and you're pushing your design, which is formulated by something else. Consciously or unconsciously, I have a direction, an agenda, a stance, a strategy, an analysis of what is needed. A prior context for my communication arises. Prior context, again. It's not your own. You don't decide to believe in that. You see, this looks cool, so maybe I should believe that because this looks cool or whatever, right? Here, let's get a drink of water. Man, I'm going crazy right now. Hold on. I'm cooking. It's a lot, man. Like I said, if you really interpret this doesn't really change your life. It changes how you view everything in life. And this could definitely benefit you, or when we get to level 3, it could even maybe ruin how you think. But is it a good way? I mean, yeah, if you see the truth of how it kind of is a good thing. So, even if everyone wants it. But, again, now with the driving thing, the driver, right? The driver of a self-authoring mind drives the car, but has no direction. No direction, right? They're just driving the drive. So that's what changes it from level 1 to level 2. And also, with the self-authoring mind, like I said, you try to put your agenda on other people. Like you want people to be how you are. Then you might say, level 3 kind of does the same thing, but the thing is, level 3 realizes that there's flaws in it. Okay, I'm getting a little bit too far. It's too far. But the point is that when you try, like when someone tries telling you, this is a bad thing of your ideology, you kind of just throw it to the side. Now back with Timmy. Let me recap on Timmy. Timmy basically is a Christian that goes to bed at 8, reads the Bible, part of the KKK, and can't curse because his parents told him to. All that his parents told him to, and that's where he comes to level 1. Now level 2, Timmy decides to, screw that, I'm tired of following my parents' rules, and I need to change this up, and I don't want to be how my parents are, right? He hears something that goes against what his parents says, and he's like, I'm tired of being like how my parents tell me to be. So he starts cursing, and then he starts cursing, then kind of stops reading the Bible, might read it here and there. Maybe he stops being the KKK and all that type of stuff. But the thing is, the point is not whether what he's doing is good or bad. It's just that he changed his whole ideology based off something else he heard. But the thing is, you might say, hold on. The thing is, that's level 2 of the mind, right? When you get your own ideology, the point from level 2 to 3, I'll finally give a little bit of a hint at 3, is that 3 realizes that there's flaws in a single ideology, which is true. Level 2 does not realize that there's significant flaws in a single ideology. It kind of adopts one and stays at that one ideology. For example, let's say, I believe, like we can talk about Islam, right? Go to Islam, and you believe, there's nothing wrong with Islam, but when you hear something that goes kind of like maybe, a critique of Islam, that might help you better. It could be someone that believes in Islam and helps you critique yourself to be better in Islam. You still reject it because you don't like, when you're level 2, you don't like those hold on, let me share everything going on. You don't like those kind of like those contradictions and opposing sides to what your belief is, because it has a hard time, like it changes like how you think. It challenges your belief system and has a hard time going through your filter. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And I want to try something new with these videos, for sure. I do need to edit a lot more in the long form videos. I kind of just now I make a thumbnail, but I need to edit a bit more. So I'm not sure how I'm going to edit this video as of now I'm recording this, but we'll just see. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all stay blessed. Check out my other content. We have higher mountains to climb. See y'all.